unofficial Universal Orlando podcast is a member of the Mice Chat Podcast Network. MicePod.com. Now, discover the universe, one theme park at a time.
Greetings, Universal fans. It's time for another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, bringing you all the news from the Universal Orlando Resort and Universal Studios Hollywood, Singapore, and Japan.
Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 107 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, brought to you in association with Mice Chat and sponsored by Fairy Godmother Travel and the Producers Club. I am Darren, your host, and I am joined by Lee.
Hello.
And no one else.
I am on my own. It's weird.
Yeah, it's the Darren and Lee show over here.
This is odd.
It is. It's interesting.
I'm used to having someone sat across from me and it's empty.
Oh. Tracy's out touring Liverpool today.
Trying to avoid Craig Lucas, I bet.
Yeah, he's running behind her.
He's already texted me, are you in Liverpool?
Yep.
No, but
he's
Tracy
walking by looking at the double-decker. Eye on. Oh, boy. As we did 2 weeks ago, stay tuned to the feed tomorrow, which is Friday, if you're listening to this when you're supposed to be listening to it, Thursday. And we'll be releasing another Dead Man's Digest. Yep, some more information came out from Universal, the worst-kept secret at Universal, so we'll get into that.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
Yep, and we'll also talk a little bit about Hallow Scream, too, if you're interested in hearing about that. Definitely listen in.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the Brown family for their butterbeer preference on episode 105. Mr. Brown is Darren. Good name. quality gent there. And we also said it was Tracy, Hayden, and Billy, but it was actually Lily, not Billy.
Yeah, that was my fault.
Yeah, so sorry, Lily. I'm sure that was terrible for you. No logo wants to be called the boy's name.
It could still be a girl's name. Billy Piper, she's a girl.
There you go. Yeah, thanks for the recording. And speaking of butterbeer, it's over to our sponsor for her butterbeer preference. So it's over to you, Teresa.
Hi, this is Teresa with Fairy Godmother Travel, and I love frozen butterbeer.
Thank you for that. And of course, you chose correctly. If you want to be part of the show and hear your butterbeer preference, all you have to do is record us a message letting us know who you are, where you're from, and which is your favorite butterbeer, regular or frozen.
Yep, and all you have to do is email them to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com, or you can go to speakpipe.com/uuopodcast and record them there. In fact, if you've got any messages to send us, you can record them and send them to us, and we can play them on the show. It'd be much better to hear from you than just us reading out your emails.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of those listener emails, we have one here from John Burbage. I have been listening to your podcast for a while, and I'm probably one of your oldest listeners. I just wanted to drop an email as myself, my wife, and our daughter just returned from Orlando, and we spent 2 days at Universal. We only had 2 days to spend at the Universal Orlando Resort, so we stayed at Portofino Bay and took advantage of the early admission and the express passes that go along with it. The express passes are truly a lifesaver, and I would highly recommend them. Me too. Our first day was Sunday, August 18th, and we got to the studios about 10 a.m. that day. The express passes got us through Minion Mayhem, Transformers, and The Mummy with hardly a wait. We got to Diagon Alley about 12 noon, and he walked right in. There's not as many people there as I thought there would be. The place is breathtaking to walk into. It's unbelievably themed beautifully. The attention to detail is just amazing. We walked through the whole thing and were able to get into every shop there except the ice cream shop. Just too many people lined up.
That seems to be the most popular place in there.
Yeah, definitely. They're getting more manageable with it. I think they've got the line expressed out. They got like 4 people scooping ice cream now, so it's definitely getting better.
I'm sure they're not complaining.
Yeah, the people behind the counter are. They look like they're about to die every time I go in there. It says they ate at the Leaky Cauldron without any trouble. He had fish and chips. His wife had the stew, and their daughter had bangers and mash.
Good choices.
The food was excellent. World above most theme park eats. His daughter was able to get into the single rider line of Gringotts in about 30 minutes, which is astounding. Congratulations on that.
Doesn't seem bad at all, especially that time of the day as well.
Yeah, and actually, the when was it? Last weekend, last Sunday, we were able to get on Gringotts in 45 minutes in the regular queue.
Wow.
So it's getting much more manageable now.
Do you think that's because it's quieter than it was, or do you think they're finally getting up to full capacity?
Well, I think it's a combination of both. It is definitely slowing down because the schools are back in session here
Yeah.
and in a lot of other places. So that definitely lowers the crowd. So it's not as bad. But
I know what the crowds are like at this time of the year, because this time last year we would be there.
Oh, yeah. Next year.
Oh, yes.
So he said they took in Ollivanders twice. The first actor was okay. The second one was superb. I'm guessing that one was Adrian.
It took the words. I was going to say that.
We saw the skit Beetle the Bard and also Celestina Warbeck. Everything they saw from Nocturne Alley to the smallest shop was just amazing. The regular line for Gringotts stayed about 2 hours long, so his wife and himself thought they would come back later that evening to try to get in. At about 8 p.m., the ride went down for the night. Yes, a lot of people don't know that. It closes early.
Why is that?
To get everybody through the queue.
Right, because otherwise, it's a 2 hour line. If the park shut at 9, the poor team members will be there till 11.
Yeah, and being in the back of the park, too, I think it's all about crowd control and management as well. It seems like the back rides close down before the rest of them. At about 8 p.m. Oh, yeah, I said that.
Yeah.
I got up myself the next day and got into the early entry and went specifically to ride Gringotts. When I got to Diagon Alley, they were told that the ride would not open until 9:30. Yeah, since it was our final day there, he was determined to see if he could get to it. It was about 8:15 a.m. at this point. The ride opened at 9:15, but went down again about 20 minutes later. It continued to open and then close like this for the next 2 hours. Meanwhile, he crept closer and closer to the actual ride itself. He was not as impressed with the queue as he was with Forbidden Journey, which I can understand that. There was just more to Forbidden Journey's queue, I think. But what they have there is amazing.
It's a different experience, though, isn't it? Yeah, I think you're trying to come from what we've spoke to, like you guys and the other people we spoke to. It's a different kind of queue to, like, between the two. So,
yeah, this one feels like you're in the queue at the bank. You know.
Oh, God.
Oh, great that is. So finally, after over 3.5 hours later, he got on the ride. He enjoyed it, however, it just didn't blow me away, he said.
Now,
Sorry, what?
I wonder if that has to fact to do that it was like up and down, and 3.5 hours when he expected to get on it within sort of an hour and a bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been on 3 times, and that's still kind of my feeling of it, too. He said, sorry, he would have to say that he enjoys Spider-Man and Transformers attractions more. I agree. Diagon Alley is a definite home run area, not to be missed. Gringotts is a very good attraction, but I would not wait more than 90 minutes for it again. Thank you for your time.
All I can imagine at the moment is your girlfriend sat behind you going, Darren, you're crazy. What are you talking about?
Yeah, she definitely likes it more than me. It's all a personal taste thing.
Well, it's funny talking about like that email there. I know I've been talking to Craig. Craig's just come back yesterday as we're recording, Craig Lucas, and he said I've cut him off. We're done. We're not friends anymore, because he actually said that he enjoyed New Fantasyland more than Diagon Alley.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I haven't been to Diagon Alley, but I have been to New Fantasyland. It's like, yeah.
Well, we all know Craig's not exactly right. So.
In the head.
Yeah. I think that just proves it there. We finally have our definitive clinical proof.
Cool.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, let's go ahead and go on to the news.
All right, Darren, well, this first one will be some interest of you, because in the month of September, Universal seemed to be running out, or I think that could be the word to use, gibbering, rolling out, that's the word I was looking for, some pass holder benefits for annual pass holders for this month. So, starting on the 1st of September, which as we are recording tomorrow, as an annual pass holder, you will get early park admission 1 hour prior to park opening on Monday through Friday, but only at Universal Studios only. You will be able to get matinee discounts at the AMC Cineplex. You'll get $3.75 off each ticket type. And that discount can be used for the pass holder and their family, up to 5 people in total.
Interesting.
At Bob Marley's and Pat O'Brien's, pass holders can purchase an adult entree and get 50% off.
All right.
I like Pat
O'Brien's.
I love Pat O'Brien's.
We won't mention the other one.
Yes, I know your feelings on that. As long as you don't get sat outside, it seems. I like where you were.
Yeah. Anyway.
You can get a special $49 rate on the 4 o'clock Sunday showings of the Blue Man Group throughout September. That doesn't seem bad. You'll get special rates at Cabana Bay. The $69 on a weekday or $89 on a weekend per night for a standard room, and $89 weekday or $109 for a weekend per night for family suites.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. City Walk Party Pass with free club access for pass holders and a guest Sunday through... Is that Sunday to Saturday? It says Sunday-Saturday, whatever that means. Is that Sunday and Saturday? It seems weird. Or is it Sunday through Saturday?
Yeah, which would be all the time.
Yeah.
That would cover everything. I don't know. We might have to get some clarification on that.
Here's one I'll know you like, Darren. Dippin' Dots City Walk locations are offering a 25% discount.
Okay.
Not impressed with Dippin' Dots. Here's one I think you may be interested in. Halloween Horror Nights is offering discounted tickets and early access to 3 houses on select event nights.
Ooh. That is a pretty good deal.
It's not bad at all. The Red Coconut Club has buy one, get one free martinis all month.
Woohoo.
Rock the Universe gives annual pass holders discounts on event tickets. You can also get Transformers Souvenir Cups for $2.99. Apparently they're normally $8.99.
Wow.
With 99-cent refills.
Nice.
Wet n Wild Orlando is offering free admission Tuesday on September the 2nd, so that's irrelevant because it's done. Discounted tickets at $19.99 are available select weekdays in September. So there you go, all your annual pass. If you've got an annual pass, there's some pretty decent benefits. That Halloween Horror Nights one is pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I think this is the first time I've heard of them doing that, like going all out. It's been definitely the first time since I got my pass that they did anything like that. I kind of think they're taking a page off of Busch Gardens' book there.
Okay.
Because Busch Gardens has been doing random benefits every month, like two different kind of benefits, like a free snack when you go into the park, like anything off like the regular snack carts, free drink for the day, buy one get one free, entrees, and those last a full month there. So
cool.
Maybe they saw that, decided, hey, we can do that.
It's good to see. I know a lot of Disney annual pass holders have been complaining that their benefits have been taken away over the last few years, and it's good to see that Universal, I mean, they're reasonably cheap anyway. Yeah. And even like your bog standard basics that you get with it, like for your pass, you get like 8 free bottles of water, don't you? Get your Halloween Horror Nights tickets, you're getting express pass after 4 o'clock. All your discounts on your merchandise and your food and stuff at all the carts, and then you're getting all that for the full month of September as well.
Yeah.
But I assume the idea behind that is because it's a slower time of the year. They want to tempt you and get your core audience in.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
So, good deal. That's awesome. Here's some bad news. There's Lee with the good news and me with the bad news. Universal has increased the price of its Photo Connect packages. Most have only gone up $10. So in-park purchase price for the 3-day package is now $69.95 instead of $59 like it used to be. But the annual pass holder package has nearly doubled. It's now $99.95 up from $59.95.
That's still not bad when you think you're getting it for a whole year. If you think the 3-day package just for a normal... Like, if we went over for 3 days, it cost us $69.95. For an extra $30, you're getting the whole year.
Yeah, and let me see if this is still true. Yeah, okay. The good news is that for a short period, hopefully by the time this episode comes out, it's still true. You can still pre-purchase all packages at their older prices, which means annual pass holders can still save $50 by going online to presale.amazingpictures.com. That's where, the annual pass is still listed right now as we record at $49.95.
Nice.
So get it while you can. Me and my girlfriend just got ours because that's too good of a deal to pass up, especially when it's going up that much.
Yeah. I think it's a really good deal anyway, even at $99.95. I know when you look at it from, it's nearly doubled in price, but it's still not bad. You think, like, as a Disney, I don't even think Disney do anything for their photo pass as far as, I know I keep comparing the two, but I don't think they do anything as far as like an annual pass holder benefit for their photo pass, and their photo pass just for the bog standard is expensive.
Yeah, no, and to be fair though, at the same time, Disney also has a lot more photographers.
This is true, and two more parks, and two water parks, and downtown Disney, and yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so I'm actually being nice to Disney today. That's a first.
Well, is that because you're going tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe. I wanted to spike my drinks or anything.
Well, carrying on from that, as you know, Universal's been really expanding things recently, and they have just announced that they're going to be expanding the resort even more, as they are going to be adding the largest meeting space expansion in its history. So by autumn next year, 2015, the Lowe's Royal Pacific Resort will massively expand its meeting and event space from 85,000 square feet to more than 140,000 square feet.
Whoa.
Continuing to be inspired by the beauty of the South Pacific, the expanding areas will connect seamlessly to the existing meeting space. Now, the new space will feature a nearly 36,000 square foot ballroom, divisible by 12. I have no idea what that means. I'm just reading.
They can probably section it out into 12 separate rooms.
That seems... How do you do that?
With dividers, like room dividers.
That seems weird.
It does. Along
with 4 additional breakout rooms and a pre-function space. So once completed, they said the expansion will offer meeting planners a total of 141,330 square feet of meeting space on one level, and group reservations are currently being accepted. So if you're planning an event in Orlando after next autumn, then why not have it at the Royal Pacific?
Yeah.
Actually,
sounds like they're going in. They could do some conventions there with that size.
I wonder if it'll be open in time for UUOP The Meet Part 2.
Oh, let's see.
Or what are your classes that's fall next year? What's that?
Oh, that should probably they would probably open before September. So yeah,
that could be interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Okay, going over to Hollywood, the House of Horrors year-round haunted house attraction at Universal Hollywood closed its doors on Monday, the 1st of September, and will no longer be available to park guests.
Boo.
Yeah. It will, however, reopen for Halloween Horror Nights on September 19th and will house the Horror Nights maze that will be based on the sci-fi show Face Off. After that, it will be torn down to make way for a centerpiece retail, dining, and entertainment experience.
What does that mean?
More merchandise and food to sell to you.
So I got this piece of news from PR over there, and I was talking to the contact over there, and we kind of come up with the idea that sounds like they're wanting to expand it more like they are in Orlando and have more of that dining and shopping area, which they don't really have.
Oh, okay.
I think if you listen to 2 episodes ago with Dr. Malcolm's report, he kind of said that they're really adding a lot of food areas in, because it doesn't seem like there's a lot there, which seems to be like the backlash of it not being a theme park to start off with, it being a studio and them trying to tack a theme park on the side of it.
Right.
Whereas now they're really starting to want to flesh it out as an actual theme park as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's really interesting. Everything that's going on now, I can understand why this would probably be the first thing to go there, because I'm sure it's difficult to staff all year round to have, scare actors in a house going constantly. And I've heard that, the actual amount of actors was pretty limited anyways.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like a great experience going through.
But there was rumors not that long ago of it coming to Orlando, wasn't there? I think a lot when before Transformers was announced, that was the rumor for that space for quite a long time.
Was that rumors or wishful thinking?
Well, yeah, it could have been that.
Especially with me on this show.
Yeah.
I definitely fueled a little bit of that.
I think we got the better deal.
Yeah.
Greetings, Lee, Tracy, Darren, and Hunter, the entire UUOP team. This is Dr. Ian Malcolm calling you from Universal Studios Hollywood. It is August 31st, 2014, Labor Day weekend, and the reason I point that out is because today will go down in Universal Hollywood history as the closing of two major Universal Studios Hollywood landmarks. And so I am here to say goodbye. That's right. Today is the final day of operation for Universal's House of Horrors and the Flintstones Barbecue. So I am braving the crowds on Labor Day weekend, and let me tell you, these crowds are brutal. The park is packed, or as Lee would say, the park is heaving. It's crazy. Some of these pathways, I hope that with all the construction that Universal is doing right now, they're going to be opening up some of these pathways because they are tight, they are narrow, and frankly, they are a nightmare to navigate with this many people. So I'm going to say goodbye to the House of Horrors and the Flintstones, and I'm getting out of here. So first, let's give a little time to Universal's House of Horrors. Now, Universal's House of Horrors, it started out as a Mummy Returns walkthrough in 2001, became the Van Helsing walkthrough after that, and then finally became a celebration of all the Universal monsters throughout the years. I'm not sure what year it opened in its current form. I want to say it was like 2006 or 7, but I'm sure somebody can Google it and correct me and show me how wrong I am. Regardless, it is nice that we have this attraction in the park. It isn't the greatest haunted attraction in the world, of course not. It had its issues, especially because they kept kind of changing something that was already existing. However, it was great to have a unique year-round haunted house celebrating the Universal monsters. So this is the last day it is here in its purest traditional form. My understanding is that they will be using it through the Halloween season as the face-off maze for Halloween Horror Nights. But then once Halloween Horror Nights has ended, the wrecking crew comes in and we have to say goodbye to Universal's House of Horrors. Now, the rumors are that what will be replacing it is a restaurant. No news on what that restaurant will be themed to or what it will be. Still, it's hard to get excited about a restaurant when we are losing the Universal monsters in the House of Horrors. So, everybody there, going through the House of Horrors one last time, say goodbye to the Phantom of the Opera, say goodbye to Dracula, say goodbye to Frankenstein, say goodbye to Chucky, Norman Bates, Mother, and every other ghoul and creature that has resided in the House of Horrors for these past few years, because now this is the end. We're sad to see them go. We will certainly miss them. Now today, the line for the House of Horrors is 35 minutes long, which is the longest I can recall seeing it in any of the past few trips I've made. So that could be because people know that it's the last day, or it could just because it's Labor Day weekend and the park is packed. But regardless, everybody who is at the park today, please enjoy Universal's House of Horrors one last time. It's been bloody fun. Now, the other thing that we are saying goodbye to today is the Flintstones Barbecue. Now, this is something I loved having in the park. You never see the Flintstones anymore. And so it was great to have a dedicated location themed to the Flintstones. It was unique. It was looked like one of the buildings from Bedrock, all made out of rock and tusks. And not to mention, I think it was the best food in the park because they had a grill out back and they actually were barbecuing the ribs and the chicken and all the different food that they served here. So it is very sad to see this go. It was a unique themed element that was one of a kind here at the park. The food was really good, so it is a shame to say goodbye to the Flintstones Barbecue. So again, anybody who is in the park saying goodbye to the Flintstones Barbecue, make sure you order the largest slab of ribs you can, just like Fred Flintstone did at the beginning of his TV show on every episode, so big that it would knock your car over. Enjoy those ribs one last time, and we'll have to wait and see what is going to be taking the place of the Flintstones Barbecue. So that is it. I have said my goodbyes. I have took some final photos, but now I'm going to escape these crowds and come back another time, probably on a weekday when it's not nearly as crazy. I will be checking in with you all very, very soon to give you an update on all of the things going on for Halloween Horror Nights because construction is in full swing. So I'll be excited to share that with you. But today is all about remembering and paying homage to the House of Horrors and the Flintstones Barbecue. So a big happy trails to both of those Universal Studios Hollywood mainstays, landmarks, icons. We will certainly miss you here in Hollywood. That does it for this report. Thank you guys. Hope all is well. And this is Dr. Ian Malcolm from Universal Studios Hollywood reminding you that Universal finds a way.
If you go back to our archive and give episode 63 another listen, not only will you hear our interview with head of Halloween Horror Nights in Hollywood, John Murdy, but you also hear Norm give us a narrated tour of the House of Horrors.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah, it was. It was really funny. So, yeah, definitely go check that out. Give it a listen again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Well, we'll now take a break to hear from our sponsor, and then we'll be right back with the Rumor Mill.
Diagon Alley is open at Universal Studios Florida, and we know all you witches and wizards can't wait to visit. So let our friends at Fairy Godmother Travel deal with the muggles in resort reservations. They are Universal Parks and Resort specialists, as well as an authorised Disney vacation planner, and their service is free to you. From the new Cabana Bay Hotel to those other hotels run by a mouse, Fairy Godmother Travel can book all your Orlando area vacation needs. And make sure to let them know you heard about them because of the UUOP, because every UUOP referral helps us continue to bring you the best Universal coverage. Contact them today by phone on 832-284-4002 or toll free 888-939-642539 or go to fairygodmothertravel.com. Let Fairy Godmother Travel make your next vacation magical.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
Welcome back to the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, and now on to the Rumor Mill with Lee Malaby.
I
have nothing.
I had them written down, but they've gone now. There's not a lot of rumours. I mean, there's tons of rumours out there, but nothing particularly new that we haven't discussed recently. Obviously, with, the rumours of Twister going down and San Fran possibly making way for something and Kid Zone supposedly getting pulled down. I was reading on Orlando Informer the other day that they believe that the potential for the Ministry of Magic to be coming as part of Phase 3, it seems to be gathering strength. I had actually written it down. It's in yours. You've got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's what that nice bloke had to say. Distilled down into the ever-popular bullet point style.
Yeah.
The now well-known Ministry of Magic Easter egg, activated by dialing magic in the shiny red phone box parked out on the London waterfront, does indeed double as a nice bit of foreshadowing, says Gilmore. It may be a hint of the next Potter thing. By giving Muggles access to the Ministry of Magic, we're feeding the fire a bit.
See, that to me is just a blatant, that's what's coming next.
Yeah. And going one step further, Gilmore asked, wouldn't it be great if guests could enter a phone box and visit the Ministry of Magic? He then elaborated, it may be in the future. Who knows?
See, when people like who are that connected to it say things like that, they might as well just come out and go, guess what's coming next?
Yeah, really. It'll be interesting to see what it is.
I agree.
Yeah, because we don't get, you get some shots of the Ministry in the movies, but not a whole lot of information about it or how, the structure. It seems like an office building to me.
It's all underground, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the windows are all, if I remember rightly, all the windows are enchanted to look like you're outside.
Okay. But yeah, it's offices, it's stark, it's dark, it's very...
It's quite, no, the actual lobby's very elaborate. Me and Tracy were at the studio tour a couple of weeks ago, and they've got a lot of the set pieces from the Ministry of Magic in there. Dolores Umbridge's office and the big statue. The original statue that's in there with the house elf and the centaur and that, and the looking up at the wizard. But then also the one after the Death Eaters kind of get in, which is like a big stone with like people getting squished underneath it, and it says might is magic. So I think, but as far as a ride system, they get about on elevators which go up, down, sideways, back to front.
Right.
So that could lend itself to a ride system, but I don't know, like a Tower of Terror type thing maybe? That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. And then you get off and then you have to just do paperwork for 3 hours.
But yeah, I think it could definitely, but yeah, they would have to do something different. And they haven't really got something as like the Tower of Terror. And I think a lot of people love the Tower of Terror at Hollywood Studios. To be honest, it's probably about the only decent ride in that park.
Yeah.
So I think something like that would work quite well because it's thrilling enough that everyone can ride it, but not too thrilling that, we've been on it with Jade when she was 5. We've seen little kids on there, so I think you could get away with something like that.
Any ride you can bring your bags on is not going to be too very intense.
Absolutely. But yeah, it's fun rather than being like something like Doctor Doom. It's like if you don't like drop towers, you're not going to ride that. But something like the Tower of Terror, because it's enclosed, like Tracy won't do Doctor Doom, because she can see out and about, but she loves the Tower of Terror.
Huh.
Because you can't really see, you get that brief glimpse at the top when they open the doors, but as a rule, because it's enclosed. So I think something like that would work quite well. You could have like a walk-through experience, kind of like the Forbidden Journey in Gringotts, and then go into that, like the Tower of Terror, to be quite honest.
The pre-show is amazing on the Tower of Terror. That's what gets me. I like the pre-show more than the actual ride itself.
So I think that could work quite well.
Yeah, that could do. And we've also heard rumors of a show as well, like a stage presentation. But I think that was more assuming that they'd use the Fear Factor stage rather than just tearing it down and building something brand new there.
Like Darren, you know probably better than I do with like as far as Halloween Horror Nights goes, because they use that stage for Bill and Ted, don't they?
They do, yes, but they.
I think we've had this conversation already. It's like if they pull that down to put something else in, where do they do Bill and Ted that's big enough to take the amount of people that needs?
Amphitheater, where they do the concerts, maybe over by Rip Ride Rocket.
That could be an interesting, right at the front of the park as well.
Yeah, outside, give people room to move around.
Okay.
Groove instead of stand, like it would be standing or sitting on the lawn, but you'd have a lot more capacity for the crowd. They can pump the sound out of there, no problem. They cover it for concerts all the time, so I mean it could do. It might be that everybody on stage would be too small from the back, but they compensate that with cameras. So.
Where did they do Rocky Horror?
Same place. Didn't they? They had them both in the same location. They're just like alternating times.
Is that right?
I believe so.
I assumed they did them in different places.
Well, the only place you have at Universal to do that right now is Fear Factor.
Or Beetlejuice.
Oh, was it Beetlejuice? It might have been Beetlejuice. I think it was Beetlejuice, actually. I don't go to the shows too much. I'm too busy trying to get in all of the houses before it ends. I think you're right. I think that one might have taken place at Beetlejuice.
Because then I think we've kind of discussed the Animal Actors stage as well, haven't we, as a possibility?
Yeah, very true. That's also a huge stage area as well. It's got to be as big as Fear Factor's seating area, right? If not a little bigger.
Well, I've never been in Fear Factor, so I wouldn't know, to be quite honest with you.
Oh, okay. And then if they ever decide, to cross park again or just have it at Islands, then you've got the huge amphitheater over there that they never use for anything next to Spider-Man. So, in between Marvel and Toon Lagoon, they've got a big stage area there.
That's huge. That's where we actually saw Bill and Ted when we came over in 2004 for it. So, that is massive.
Yeah, and that's where they did the Harry Potter Q&As as well during the last celebration. So, that's a huge space with plenty enough room, but that would depend on them going back over there for that. And now they've got Potter in both parks. That's more of a possibility, because before I think the main detractor was, Hogsmeade will be shut down for it. But they're going to have to deal with that same thing over on the Universal side now. So
absolutely, I have my fingers crossed so much that they do it over both parks next year. I mean, for the 25th, you think if they're going to do it, that's the year to pull it out.
Yeah, definitely. And but what other rumor did we have? A very brief one that I saw from Hunter and Greg.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that, because the picture that got posted was a boat ride.
What's that now? About what? Oh, we better
King Kong.
Yeah, okay.
Right. If someone posted a concept art picture, I can't remember if it was Hunter or Gregory, but it looked like it was a boat ride, whereas, as far as I know, Kong's going to be like a Jeep type ride.
Oh, I don't know. They all I saw was them talking about the animatronics, like a new animatronic King Kong, which I'm doubtful about.
I've heard that rumor.
Yeah, like I definitely could see him having it, but that's what caused him all the problems last time.
Yeah, that picture's disappeared now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, someone posted a concept art picture and it's gone. But yes, I've heard that, and it's a pretty strong rumour that there will be a Kong animatronic in there.
Yeah,
I think we'll hear about that very shortly.
definitely. Anything else you have?
Nope.
Okay. We were going to bring you a review of Lombards at Universal Studios this week, as Hunter and I visited a couple of weeks ago. But as he's not here, we're going to wrap up this week's show by helping out a listener. A few days ago, and of course it's me and Lee on this show.
Yeah, the worst two people.
Yeah, the best advice. A few days ago, we received a message on Facebook from Joey Manella, and this is what he said. And let me say before everybody gets worried, his girlfriend does not listen to the show. Says, hi, I have a question for the podcast. Next month, my girlfriend and I are heading to Orlando from Los Angeles for Halloween Horror Nights. Her dad is an older carbon clone of myself that is more excited for Halloween Horror Nights than anyone I know, and went all out for the weekend. He got a VIP tour guide for both days of the daytime parks and an RIP tour guide for Halloween Horror Nights. Awesome.
Someone's got some money.
Yeah, and a suite at Royal Pacific Resort. Now, here's my question. The girlfriend and I have been dating for 3 years and met at a Halloween party and spent the night talking about all the local haunt events in Los Angeles. I was planning on proposing to her at the Haunted Hayride in California, but seeing that her family now lives in Florida, I felt it may work better out there. Can you guys make any recommendations on a good place to propose at inside the parks?
Nina's in the background listening very intently at the moment.
Her head is shaking. Since we have a VIP guide, I might also be able to get some of the cast members in on it as well. Now, if the tables were turned, she could ask me at pretty much any land, preferably Duff Brewery. However, I don't want to seem selfish or make it look like it's all about me, if that makes any sense. Yes, I'm actually scheming with her dad on this one, and he's been talking to the hotel, and they're kind of giving the PR denial. So we're thinking about getting one of the tour guides in on it. She's more into the Minions, if anything, than not so much Simpsons or Harry Potter. I'm trying to think of either daytime or during Halloween Horror Nights, since we have that in common the most.
Okay.
We were thinking about the Talking Fountain at IOA, if we can get them involved. Looking forward to any responses and love the podcast. So, Lee, let's plan a wedding.
Oh
a proposal.
God. Well, out of the two of us, I hope I'm the only one that's actually done it.
Yeah. Yes, it's true.
As long as it's down on one knee, I don't think she'll care, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
But,
Duff Brewery's probably not the place to do it.
No.
The ring at the bottom of a Duff beer. Oh.
See, she's not a Potter fan, so that rules out any ideas that I would probably have.
Yeah.
See,
the Minion dance party.
That could be interesting.
Yeah. No, what I'm thinking is, I think you want a spectacle, because the first place I thought of, it was that area behind Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
It's a really pretty area, and you can see all of Islands of Adventure from there, but it's extremely secluded.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you wanted to go the secluded route and you didn't want to get that attention, but if you're going to be proposing at a theme park, I think you want a crowd around, that kind of thing.
I mean, it's happened quite a bit. I've seen quite a few on Facebook and Twitter and stuff recently. I think someone got engaged outside the night bus in Diagon Alley. I think someone engaged to their girlfriend on the bridge going from Jurassic Park into the Wizarding World. It seems to be more and more the sort of place to do it at the moment in the theme parks.
Yeah. No, Halloween Horror Nights one could be really interesting, but it is very loud and it's dark, so it's hard to see. Yeah. That kind of thing. If it was like last year, though, they had it more lit up than ever before, so that might be an opportunity. And I already told them in a message, but if you've got a VIP tour guide and you can talk to them, I mean, have some kind of a plan in place, but talk to them and see if they can enhance it for you, because you're going to do a lot better with the local, with the actual tour guide itself than trying to go through PR. Because they know everybody, they go to all the rides all the time. So if you need help with something, I think they could definitely help you out.
I could give Mike Aiello a tweet and say, is there any chance in the Alien versus Predator house, the face huggers, it's got that little mouth thing that sticks out wiggling about, put the ring on there and have it as it jumps out. And just, there you go. Will you marry me? It'll be freak that, no, I'm not putting that ring on now.
Yeah, that would be good. The other thing I was thinking is, ask for, if you're on a VIP tour, you can ask, and you shall receive a tour of Men in Black, the little area down there
Yeah.
in the queue, and that would be a pretty cool
That
place.
would be
'cause
cool.
you'd have an audience all around on top, that kind of thing.
Yeah, especially if he's got like
Afterwards.
his family, they could be upstairs taking pictures while he's downstairs doing that.
Definitely.
That would be cool.
So yeah, that's neat.
It's difficult, isn't it? It's like on the spur of the. I've been too busy trying to gather everyone else's thoughts on this to actually think about it myself.
Yeah. The other place I'm thinking is like Hollywood, like the Hollywood street, over by Transformers and that kind of area where you've got characters out a lot and a big crowd pushing through all the time. That's also a really cool place, and that's an iconic Universal location that hasn't changed since it started.
It's such a shame they never got the interactive Transformers over from Hollywood, because that would be cool if you got them involved in it.
Yeah, definitely. So now you did put this out to the Producers Club, didn't you?
Yes, I also asked Tracy as well because she's more qualified for this stuff to me.
Oh, okay. And what did they have to say?
Well, Tracy said, okay, so my idea is to involve an in-park photographer. You may have to take a trusted friend to go on ahead and prime the said photographer. So the photographer is posing you, hold hands, pull a face, jump, etc. Then he says, Joy, drop down on one knee. You propose and the whole shebang is documented for you. She won't see it coming.
Yeah, Nina is swooning over here, so I think that's a good one. Yeah, definitely.
And then, like you say, we put it out to the Producers Club. So I had a few replies. The first one came from Todd Elsroth, who is actually over in Orlando at the moment, and he said, my suggestion is to wait until dusk and go to the walkway area behind me ship, the Olive, which is kind of a similar idea to what you said, Darren. He said it goes right to a railing overlooking the water. It's a beautiful spot. It's secluded and great scene with the lights coming off the water.
Yep. And this Liesl McCoy said, loved the fountain idea. So she really liked getting the fountain in on it. The tricky part about that is the fountain guy is in an undisclosed location somewhere in the park.
Well, he's in the fountain, obviously.
Well, yeah, no. He's hiding somewhere else that no one knows exactly where it is. So that one, you'll definitely have to get the VIP guide in on that. But it's definitely still a possibility, I'd say.
Well, Chris Ruck actually sent a YouTube video in. And he said, I bet if you went to guest relations, they could help you set up something up pretty awesome. For instance, not sure how easy this would be to set up, but something like this would be pretty cool. And the video he sent was someone proposing in Ollivanders.
Oh.
And he said, is that Adrian, by the way? It sounds like him. So I went and watched that video. And yes, it is Adrian. You can't mistake that voice at all. He's awesome as well as a Mr. Ollivander. He's brilliant.
Yeah, definitely.
But he said, as she's not a Potter fan, how about the horror makeup show? That already has cracking guest interaction.
Mm-hmm.
Or when the Marvel heroes come through on their quad bikes, who could resist getting their ring off a Wolverine claw? Hang on, that sounds really, really wrong. Best wishes, Chris.
Definitely, that's a good one.
I like the horror makeup idea.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if you could get her picked out as the stooge, as it were, the one who gets dragged, like the woman who gets dragged out of the audience, that could be cool.
Yep, and then they could dress him up as the guy in the suit.
That
the
would
monster in the suit.
I wonder if they'd be up for that.
He comes out, scares her, and then pops the head off, and there he is.
I might have to put some feelers out because I know someone who works that show, and I will ask and see if that's a possibility.
And we also got one from Abarim, our awesome composer.
Oh, yes.
Friend. He said, I always had this crazy idea about proposing on Rip Ride Rocket while the car was going up. If she says yes, you'll get the video of your life as you can hold hands while going up and down like a real marriage. If she says no, then you'll have over 2 minutes to scream and release the anger. He says, seriously, during regular hours, he'd say in front of Hogwarts Castle. If during Halloween Horror Nights, he'd probably coordinate with cast members and do it during one of the shows. Having VIP and RIP passes, I think they'd be willing to do it.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Our next one comes from the lovely Nina Thompson. And she says, hey, UUOP. Concerning the proposal email, I have a few ideas, comments. Are you listening, Darren?
Mm-hmm.
That boyfriend that the boyfriend may want to consider. Since they both have a love for Halloween, Horror Nights would probably be the best. Just remember that during Halloween Horror Nights, the entire park is very dark, so however he chooses to do it, make sure she can see what is going on. I'm sure that if he calls the Halloween Horror Nights VIP tour people prior to the day that they can help him with his plans, it would be awesome if a scare zone actor could maybe assist as well. Can you imagine if one of them ran up from The Purge? That would be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Have one of them hand her a decoy ring box, obviously no ring inside. She looks confused and then turns to him and he can say "Will you marry me? My life would be scary without you." Okay, maybe it's too cheesy, but you get the idea. Also, maybe ask another person on the tour to secretly video record it all, because it would be wonderful to always have that moment to look back on. Unless she says no pressure, lol. His biggest resource will be his tour guides, though, not to just choose what area. New York is very romantic, Darren, and I am sure that his bravery in protecting her from the purging murders will also swoon her. As usual, love the podcast. Your biggest fan, Nina.
Hey. Noted and noted. I'm getting a look. Okay. The next one is from Rick Barton. He says, the only thing I can think of is proposing in the area where the minions dance at the end of Minion Mayhem.
There you go, Darren. It's not just you who thinks that.
It would be awesome if somehow Universal could have a bunch of minions in there, actually.
That would actually be pretty cool.
It would, definitely.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. So great suggestions from the listeners, and we definitely need an update. Joey, we hope that gives you some ideas for proposing to your fiance, and you must let us know what you decide to do and let us know how it goes.
Definitely. I'm really interested to see what he ends up doing and how it comes off, but I shall be in touch after I speak to my friend.
Yeah. And that will do it for episode 107. Don't forget to check back in tomorrow for the next installment of the Dead Man's Digest. So until next week, for Lee...
It's weird.
And the absent Tracy and Hunter, I'm Darren, and you have been listening to the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
We're all alone.
That does it for another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Between shows, we'd love for you to get in touch. So email us with your spews, funny schmitz, comments, questions, and news to podcast@uuopodcast.com. Keep up with what's going on every day by following us on Twitter at UUOPodcast, like our Facebook page at facebook.com/UUOPodcast, follow us on Instagram and Pinterest at UUOPodcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/UUOPodcast, and don't miss a show by subscribing to us on iTunes, and please leave us a review. Not an Apple user? Then head over to uuopodcast.libsyn.com and subscribe to the feed while you're there. You can also find us on Stitcher Radio and at micepod.com. Come find us on our partner site, micechat.com, join the forums, and say hello. So thanks for listening, and remember, be adventurous.
This has been a micepod.com presentation.
Mice Chat.